let me start by asking you whether our Markets Live question of the day this morning, we've been asking about whether we've peaked on 2019 oil prices. So do you think we've seen the high for this year already?
It's a great question. We've been bullish all year, and one of the main reasons we've been bullish is seeing OPEC withdraw production in order to help balance the market. We see that theme continuing into the second half of this year. I think the things that have played out as we anticipated around Iran waivers not being renewed, that's happened. But the response to that will be that we see OPEC very measured in their response in June. We won't see the same playbook as last year, where you saw Saudi overproduce into the second half towards 11 million barrels. I think this time around will be much more balanced and retroactive. So to answer your question, I think there will be further tightness. I see oil moving towards the 8 handle at some point, but I think
that's on Brent.
Absolutely. But I think it will be volatile as we're seeing.
Okay, Matt.
So you say it moving towards the 8 handle, like 78 or $80 a barrel?
Yeah, towards $80. I think we've been talking about a range of around $65 to $75 for the first half. As we've been sort of staying tactically bullish within equities, but that higher end of the range is likely to play out as we see stronger demand through the summer, and OPEC, the OPEC meeting, being far more measured in terms of their response to the outages that we've seen in Venezuela and obviously Iran post the sanctions.
Yeah, what kind of impact do you see the Venezuela tension having? Because it's interesting that as that has erupted once again, we see downward pressure on oil prices in the last couple of days, not upward pressure. RBC suggesting that we could get near zero production in Venezuela by the year end. Is that going to have a significant impact on prices?
Right, I think we've seen a sort of stabilization within Venezuela production. They still need their oil as a source of revenues, given they're sort of strapped in cash. As a result, 500 to 600,000 barrels is what our house view is on Venezuela production for this year. Having said that, one of the expectations into the medium term is that if we do see a regime change, we'll see PDVSA, the state oil company, be able to resume production. It will take a lot longer than people think. Within 2 to 3 years, we could see resumption back to 1 million barrels, and perhaps after that, we'll see it closer to 1.5. But that steady progress of production, even if we see a regime change, isn't likely to help the markets this year.